The decline of Northern slavery and the rise of the Cotton Kingdom.
Synopsis. As slavery decreased in the North, it increased in the South due to the new extremely profitable cash crop.
The attempt to abolish slavery. In the early 19th century, states north of the Mason-Dixie line, which is the blue line of the map, had started to try and abolish slavery. Pennsylvania Emancipation Act of 1780 stated that children of slaves were freed, but had to serve an indentured term of 28 years. New Jersey became the last northern state to adopt this gradual emancipation. This didn't end all slavery in the North, as only future children of slaves could be freed, and these children were indentured servants to compensate for the loss to their masters. James Mars was an indentured servant in Connecticut who risked being put in jail due to his protests about his term. For a quicker emancipation, there were two options: escape or direct emancipation. Escaping was extremely dangerous. If you were found harboring an escaped slave, it was a federal crime. Direct emancipation or manumission, which is where the owner releases the slaves voluntarily, was extremely rare.
The growth of emancipation. Emancipation in the North increased, but however, it increased slowly. These growing freed black communities were now fighting for their rights. Some places had more rights than others. For example, in many parts of New England, freed black people could vote and attend public schools. Some states also granted property rights and trial by jury. These African Americans could own land and businesses, establish churches, as well as many other things. The setback. As free African American population in the North grew, slave population increased in the South. North of the Mason-Dixie line, slaves were being freed, while south of it, they were still bound to their masters. Partially responsible for the rise in slavery in the South was the new cash crop, cotton. Eli Whitney's cotton gin was a hand-powered machine that separated sticky seeds from the raw cotton and allowed planters to rapidly expand their market. New technology in the North increased the demand in the South. This technology, which was a water-powered textile factory, could turn raw cotton into cloth.
Because of the popularity of the crop, slaves were in high demand in the South.
National and international results. Demand worldwide powered the cotton plantation explosion. Plantation and slave owners shipped raw cotton north to be shipped overseas. Insurance brokers and exporters profited greatly. In 1808, America stopped participation in the international slave trade. However, 1 million slaves were moved from the north down to the demanding south. This trade supported many middle-class occupations such as doctors, lawyers, insurance brokers, and shipping agents. It also supported the expansion of New England textile mills. I connected these events to the Civil Rights Movement and the Columbian Exchange. I connected it to the Civil Rights Movement because both events show the struggle for black people's rights. I connected this to the Columbian Exchange because both had a mass trade and demand for slaves.
My questions were, who was James Mars and what did he do? What types of people did this new product benefit? And do you think it was worth the attempt to try and escape slavery? Why?